Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in Hebrew is Yahweh Shah, not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and the elders of all of Israel, whether concepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the ark pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Outwalk who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from Jim Messalino Camp, coming into another lesson of truth, facts, faith, and edification, another daily edification, Lord willing, is be edifying. So I titled this lesson, The Cares of This Life, The Cares of This Life That Destroys. The cares of this life that destroys. And Esau put this in front of us and pushed this to us. So Jake run this race of the world. So I got this still, this image, and you see it got two flags, red and blue, right? It got one hand with a brain, one hand with a heart, one hand with cash, a gun, one hand with the Bible, and another hand got, right, another book, which is basically following all the philosophies of the world. That's what the other book represents, right? One hand got, smoke, whether it's cigarettes, Black and Miles, marijuana, whatever. And the other hand got, you see, a bra, which is represent, chasing women, right? Then you got another hand holding a chain, basketball, and you see the other hand with the diploma in it, which is what? Running behind PhDs, uh, bachelor's, master's, associate degrees, right? Another hand holding a bottle of liquor. These are the things that this devil puts in front of us to destroy us, man. Why? Because they know that we are the chosen seed of the Lord. So they push these things in front of us, right? Esau put the guns in the hood, the drugs, the liquor, right? Want you to be a thug and a gangster, gang banging. These are all the ways that destroy so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. So I'm going to start with Isaiah 34 and 16. And it reads, so like Isaiah 34 and 16, it reads, Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, and no one of these shall fail. Meaning the prophecies ain't gonna fail. They are coming to pass as I speak. None shall want her mate, meaning there's no other book that you can compare to the Bible. For my mouth it hath commanded, which is the mouth of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, and his spirit have gathered them. Now you see it got two books on here. One is the Holy Bible, right? And another one is a book representing following the philosophies of the world, man. And as the scriptures say, let's read it. It's Ecclesiastes 12 in verse 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. And this is another way that destroys our people, man. Because you got Jake's bugged out following all these different books, man. Well, the Lord gave us the books that we need, man. The King James 1611, right? So you got the one hand with the brain in it, right? Because you gotta in this world, you gotta apply your mind to the system, as Big Mama and them taught us from the plantation, as Big Mama and Great Grandma and them taught our parents, and our parents taught us the same thing, man. If you just apply your mind to the system and keep your head down, right, you can have what they got. You can have what Esau Edom got, right? You can get with LeBron James and Oprah Winfrey, and you can get what P. Diddy and Dr. Dre got. Well, let's get this. This is We was going through this other night. There's only one way you're going to prosper in this life, man. We were sent here for a correction, for a punishment and a correction. We wasn't sent here to be famous and be filthy rich, man, because money destroy you. This is Joshua 1 and 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. You see, this is how you're going to prosper and have good success. This is Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord Yahweh thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy fear. When you do that, then you're going to prosper. Then you're going to be successful, right? Matthew 6 and 33 says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. And the Lord is only going to give you on this side the portion that you need to get you through, man. This is Isaiah 48 and 17. But Esau put this in front of us, man. He pushed this in front of us, and Jake run after this, man. And they run after it until it destroys them, man. This is Isaiah 48 and 17. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I am the Lord Yahweh, thy power, which teacheth thee to profit, which leadeth thee by the way that thou shouldest go. There's only one way, man. As it tell you in John chapter 10, there's not another door you can go in and think you're going to get salvation that way, man. See, Esau teach you to prosper in this life because they push that YOLO spirit. You only live once, right? Do as thy will, come as you are, right? Oh, obey your thirst. Nike, just do it. All these different slogans these devils push, man. Well, these are the ways they're going to destroy you, man. This is let's get this. This is Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 26. It reads, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. So all these things on here, gang banging, guns, apply, they got a brain in one hand and a heart in the other. So apply your mind to the system, right? And put your full everything into being successful on this side, man. Put your heart into it, right? Your mind got to be focused on this if you want to make it. They got the money. And Esau pushed that bag in front of everybody, and Jake chasing that bag, man. Because what these devils say, you get the bag, everything else gonna be good. All you gotta do is get the bag, right? These are the books, sports, right? Get your degrees, right? Master, become a master of this world by getting these different degrees, man. This is Proverbs 3 and 31. This is just something simple. It ain't no super deep. It's just something simple. The head brother and I camped did a lesson on this a while ago, and I told him to send me this image, man, because it got everything that Jake is chasing on it right now. These different books, right? Jake want to have guns that count, right? The scripture says your weapon ain't gonna save you, man. But Esau pushed that to you and make you think these are the ways that you should prosper in, man. This is Proverbs 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Because when you choose the ways of these devils, what happened? It destroy you, man. As the scriptures say, it's going to destroy you. This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. And now in the news this morning, they push. Now you know how the scriptures say the prophecies about when you shall see uproars around the world. Now we got the Transformers uproaring because of the law that's being passed in Alabama about the young Transformers, right? I'm sure y'all seen it on the news this morning. So now you got Transformers protesting. Hey, this North America, Babylon the Great, It's defiled. It's disgusting and nasty, man. And these are all the ways that destroy you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, man. This place is disgusting, man. It's nasty. It's filthy, man. Defiled. And this is what destroys Jake, man. Esau pushing all these, you see all these attributes, if you want to call them that. Apply your mind to the system and you can do all this gang banging. If that's what you want to do, go gang bang. But all this, these different books, it's scripture tell you see the bottle of Hennessy right there, right? It tell you that uh drink in moderation. But you got people that go downtown and get sloppy drunk because they trying to forget that miseries of the week, man. Jake chasing, jewelry, the bag, all this on the screen, man. Chasing box, always destroy ways, man. Are you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man? This is 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes, everything on this screen, and the pride of life. That's what the master degrees get you. Masters and bachelors and associates and PhDs, they get you pride, man. Make you prideful. They say, in the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of power, Yahweh Shema shall abide forever. These things are the ways that destroy us, man. And everything on this screen, all we need is that Holy Bible, man. That's it. The Lord say, then you shall prosper, right? Then you shall have good success. But you got to seek your help by Shema Shah first. Shalom to the Akima Walk from the comment board. Shalom. The wife for tuning in. Help by Shema Shah Thumb. This is James 4:4. It reads, Esau pushed this to us, man. Young. Because if you ask a young child right now what they want to be when they grow up, they ain't gonna tell you they want to be a doctor or some neurosurgeon or a hand surgeon or a brain surgeon. They don't want to be no even physical therapy, man. They're gonna tell you they want to play sports, man. That's the condition that Esau done push, man. I'm gonna say what 8 out of 10 Jakes. When you ask what they want to do when they grow up, man, that's what they own. Most of them. This is James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with power? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of power. Yahweh Shema Shah, man. The Lord set us up with our daily benefits, man. Anything more than that, you're a demon. You're wicked. And you're gonna be destroyed by lusting after the cares of this world, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 20 and verse 32. And it reads, necessary patience in seeking the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. And the Lord said he's going to guide us, man. It's a verse in 2nd Ezra 16, man. The Lord is going to guide us. Everything that we think we need, he's telling you in Matthew 6 that he already know what we need before we need it, man. Psalm 68 and 19, the Lord said he daily loaded us with benefits, man. Anything more than that, you're a demon, man. You wicked, and you're going to be destroyed. At least you repent. The scriptures say, let's read this. Proverbs 3. So you living your life, if you living your life without this God, you're going to be destroyed, man. And this devil is laughing all the way to the bank, man. Proverbs 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Because the moment you do, you are headed for what? Self-destruction. The moment you do, man. Because again, let's read this again. Proverbs 12 and 26 reads, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. These devils, it tell you in Psalm 64, this is what they've been doing, man. They've been studying our ways. They study what we like. And they push it to you, man. This is Psalm 64 and verse 6. They search out iniquities. That's why the scriptures say in Isaiah 32. Let's get that real quick. This is Isaiah 30 and 12. Listen to this. It said, wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. What iniquity? By trusting in oppression. What does it mean? What does it mean to trust in oppression? You trust in your oppressors, man. So if you trust, you hold a hand, meaning, as the scriptures say, Proverbs 16 and 4, you want to hold hands with these devils, right? The Lord said they're going to destroy you, man. Say, therefore, this iniquity. What's the iniquity? What is it? It's talking about trusting. It say, because you despise his word and trust in and you trust in oppression and perverseness and stay their own, man. That's what I tell you in Ecclesiastes 7, man. Surely oppression make a wise man mad. 2/3 of Jake, they have no clue what's going on, man. But this is iniquity to us to trust in these devils, man. So back in Psalm 64, this is what they do, man. They search out our iniquities, man. And they exploit them, man. They use it. It's Satan love this type of thing, man. Whatever you like doing, they're going to intensify it, man. This is Proverbs 64 in verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. This is what they do, man. They know you Jakes like to smoke marijuana, man. How you like to drink and party, kill each other with guns. These devils doing this, man. And all we need, everything on this screen, man, all we need is these scriptures, man. The Lord said He's going to teach us. He's going to direct our paths in the way that we should go. Let's get this one. Psalms 32 and 8 reads, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shouldest go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Anything outside of this, man, you're going to die a grievous death, man. Jake want to follow the ways of the world, man. And this is what's destroying us, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 23. It reads, for power created man to be immortal, not any man, you Israelite men. For power created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil, Proverbs 3 and 31, it say, envy thou not the oppressor. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil became deaf into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. Everything in this life destroys us, man. Everything. I don't care what it is, man. If you ain't following the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah to the T, man, you living in wickedness. And I say this all the time, just because you got these guys that get up, go to work every day, take care of their family, come home, have family time, get up, go to church on Sunday, pay tithes. You think that nigga is a righteous man? He ain't righteous. That nigga wicked. And the scriptures say they shall die without knowledge, man. They're gonna die without knowledge, man. Let's get that. Esau pushed his madness on us, man. And we think this is the way to go, man. And we in 2021, and this is what Jake think, man. This is the way, man. This is Job 36. And I'm gonna start at verse. Let's see. This is Job 36 and verse. I'm gonna start at 10. It say, he opened also their ear to discipline and commanded that they should return from iniquity. Right? It say he opened also their ear to discipline. That's why it tell you when I was that Isaiah 43:8, bring forth the blind that have eyes and the deaf that have ears, man. Them that's receiving this truth, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. He opened also their ear to discipline and commanded that they return from iniquity. If they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasure. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword and they shall die without knowledge, man. And most of our people are dying without knowledge, man. Have no clue, man. Then they get back to the spiritual realm, and the Lord tell them, hey, and this is the last time we got to get it right, man. And everybody can't say that. This is Ecclesiasticus 15 and 20. Everybody can't say this, man. Again, it reads, Ecclesiastes 15 and 20. He have commanded no man to do wickedly, neither have he given any man license to sin. You see, the Lord give us that breath, man, in that flesh to return, man. And the ones that return, you supposed to put your hand on the plow. Let me get this. This is Ecclesiastes 38 and 24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by the opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. He that have little business, because the Lord give us our daily bread, man. The Lord give you your daily bread, but you got to trust in it. You got to trust that the Lord gonna have you where you able to live off one job, man. Not working 2, 3 jobs, man. But you got to believe that, man. You. This is something we have. That's why we used to always say we said in a while at the camp. We got to tap back into our power source, man. Us, the hopeful elect, we got to tap into our power source, man, which is Yahweh Shema Shai. Just like you plugging a TV up or whatever it is, and it's going, you plug it into a socket, that socket is Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You got to tap back into your power source and you got to have faith and trust in the Lord, man. Let's read this again. Because in this chapter, this applies to all these people in the world that's maintaining the world. The Lord don't care about these people, man. Let's read it. Ecclesiastes 38 and 24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, meaning your study time. Jay talking about your downtime. No, man. You watching videos, you studying, you highlighting, you doing lessons, man. This is your hand on the plow, your leisure time. This Edomite came to camp a couple weeks ago and talking about, yeah, he said, y'all got a lot of leisure time. He told me and the brother that before we started camp, man, y'all got a lot of leisure time to come out here and do this. This is what we do. This is the work, man. This is our first work to tell you in Revelation 2, verse 4 and 5, man. And what does it say? Luke 17 and 10. This is our duty, man. This is our duty right here, man. So it say the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow? This talking about them in the world that's holding their worldly plow, right? They trying to get they trying to master their career, right? You trying to be an architect or some, yeah. It say, how can he getteth wisdom that holdeth the plow and that glorieth in the gourd? They glory in their work, their career, their bachelor, masters, and associates, and PhDs. It said that glory in the gourd, man, which is their work, their craft, their trade. It say that driveth oxen and is occupied in their labors, and whose talk is of bullocks. So this one of those cattlemen, right? It say he giveth his mind to make furrows and is diligent to give the kind fodder. So he working the soil, he planting, right? Growing crops, right? Got cattle. This them. This is what they do. It say, so every carpenter and workmaster, here go the architects, that labor night and day This is what we're supposed to be doing in the work, man. If you ain't at the plantation, this is your night and day job, man. It's a so every carpenter and workmaster that labor night and day, and they that cut the grave seals, and they that cut and grave seals, and are diligent to make great verity, and give themselves to counterfeit imagery, and watch to finish a work. The smith also sitteth by an anvil, and considering the iron work, because somebody got to make this, somebody got to make the swords, the daggers, the guns, right? The police badges, all these shields. Somebody making that stuff, right? Somebody making these buildings and these roads, right? It's a the smith also sitteth by the anvil and consider the ironwork. The vapor of the fire wasteth his flesh, and he fighteth with the heat of the furnace. The noise of the hammer and the anvil is ever in his ears, and his eyes look still upon the pattern of the thing that he maketh. He setteth his mind to finish his work, and watcheth to polish it perfectly. So doeth the potter, sitting at his work, and turn the wheel about with his feet. That's why we got plates and cups today. Somebody got to make these glass plates, these clay plates and cups. It's a so doeth the potter, sitteth at his work, and turneth the wheel about with his feet, who is always carefully set at his work, and maketh all his work by number. He fashioned the clay with his arm, and boweth down his strength before his feet. He applied himself to lead it over, and he is diligent to make clean the furnace. All these trust to their hands, and everyone is wise in his work. You see, they trust, all these trust to their hands, and everyone is wise in his work. Without these cannot a city be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down, because they always tied up in work, man. It said they shall not be sought for in public council. This is talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. When the kingdom of heaven is established, these type of men would not be sought for in public council, man, because they didn't put this work first. They put their work first, and this came second, man. Even if most of them ain't even dealing with this. It say they shall not be sought for in public council, nor sit high in the congregation. They shall not sit on the judge's seat. What did Peter ask Yahushua, man? We followed thee. He said, what? You're going to sit on throne judging the 12 tribes of Israel and all the heathen nations. These men that's part of the world that help keep the world moving, the Lord ain't looking for these type of men. Let's read again. It say, Ecclesiastes 30 and 31, all these trust to their hands, and everyone is wise in his work. Without these cannot a city be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down. They shall not be sought for in public council, nor sit high in the congregation. They shall not sit on the judge's seat, nor understand the sentence of judgment. They cannot declare justice and judgment, and they shall not be found where parables are spoken. That's why this is on for the whole elect, man. They will not understand these dark sayings, these allegories, these similitudes. It's a and they shall not be found what parables are spoken, but they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desires is in the work of their craft, man. Well, this truth is our first love, man. This is our first works, man. Anything outside of this is vanity and vexation of spirit, man. This is Ecclesiastes 51 and 30. It reads, work your work B times, and in his time, whose time? Yahushua's time, he will give you your reward. And this is what Solomon said. Let's get this. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and 10. It reads, it say, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with all thy, it say, do it with thy might, but there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whether thou goest. So whatever you're gonna do now, you're gonna do it, man. with all your might. So if you got your hand on this plow, then this is what you're going to be doing, man, until Yahweh shall return, Lord willing. It tell you in Luke 12, it say, blessed that servant when his Lord shall come and find him so doing, man. It's Ecclesiastes 6 and verse 12 it reads, it say, for who knoweth what is good for man in this life? Who knoweth? Only Yahweh Shema Shai, man. For who knoweth what is good for man in this life? All the days of his vain life, which he spendeth as a shadow. Doing what? Esau got niggas chasing the bag. For who can tell a man what should be after him under the sun? It's not for us to be trying to consider what's good for us in this life. The scriptures say this, Proverbs 3 and 5, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. Esau telling you to lean on, Esau is pushing to our people, lean on your own understanding, apply your mind to the system, go ahead and get this PhD and this bachelor's and this associates and this master's, right? And you're gonna be okay. It ain't who you know, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. So that's why they make Jay go to college. Now you got to leave college and be either, if you're a sister, you got to be part of one of these sororities, or you got to be one of these fraternities if you're a Jake, if you're a brother, right? Because it's about who you know to branch you off in the world. Man, they setting you up for witchcraft, man, and failure, full of demons. It say, trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths, right? And let's get this. This is Proverbs 16 and 1. And that's why I'm real. That's why the Lord said he's gonna set us up with spiritual fathers, man, that shall teach us. Because everything that we do is the Lord, man. Proverbs 16 and 1. The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. Did you hear that? The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord, man. Everything that we do. You think you doing something on your own? It's the Lord, man. All this stuff they got on the screen, and the only one that makes sense, the only one that helps you is that Bible, man. But Esau got another book up there. That's why Jake following they in the book of Enoch. They in the book of, man. It's these Jake is bugged out, man. But Esau wants you to do that. This is this devil, crafty, man, conniving devil, man. And the Lord said he's gonna direct our path. So if you still understand what's going on, this truth, prophecy playing out, man. You got Transformer protesting because of a rule that a judge made in Alabama, man. They protesting, the Transformers protesting, man. This place is Sodom and Gomorrah for real, man. Sodom and Gomorrah times 10, man. This place is defiled, it's disgusting, and it's nasty, man. And it needs to be destroyed, man. ASAP, man. This is Micah 2 and 10. And it reads, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It's polluted, man. With everything, man. Repetition is the father's skill, man. Chemtrails, GMO food, contaminated waters, transformers everywhere. Everywhere you turn at, man. Wickedness, man. Like I tell you in Ecclesiastes, folly is set in Ecclesiastes 10 and 6, man. Folly is set in great dignity in Babylon the Great, man. What's folly here is set in great dignity, man. Everybody glorifying folly, man. Wickedness. I did tell you, what was that? Isaiah 5. It say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. It say, if a man walking in the spirit, it say, if a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink. He shall even be the prophet of this people. Because it said when in Jeremiah was it Jeremiah 5, Jake love to have his soul, man. They love to have his soul. To listen to a false prophet, what is that? Isaiah 30 and 9, right? Verse 10, smooth things, prophesy lies and deceit, right? This place is polluted, man. This place is polluted, man. It said, arise and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. And Jake love to have his soul, man. Like it said in Jeremiah 5, man. Let's get on. Jake have no clue what's going on, man. Yeah, Jeremiah 5 and 31, they say, Jeremiah 5 and 29 say, shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests are ruled by their means, and my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Jake love this, man. And that's what the Lord say, those that sigh and cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. Those are the ones that the Lord going to deliver, man. Because this place is vexing, man. This place is vexing, man. And Jake is cool with this madness, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. In verse 13 it reads, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Feel power, Yahweh Shema Shah, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For power shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. And Jake think they out here hiding. There is no hiding, man. So let me get this. 2nd Ezra 14 to 13. So while they got Jake, they got the hand with the brain in it, and another hand got the heart in it, man. And listen, we alone of bodies, man. All these things belong to Yahweh Shema Shah, man. So what should we be doing with our body, man? What should we be doing with our mind? Glorifying Yahweh Shema Shah. Ecclesiastes 14 and 13. Now therefore set thine house in order. This is talking about your spirit, your mind. Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people. And you can't do this until you eat this roll, man. This is our lot, man. It's a comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man. What's the burdens of man? Money. It's always about money. Put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. What's most heavy thoughts to Jake? Money. How they gonna pay their bills? They got kids. How they gonna feed them? Esau taught you to think like that, man. Set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and hate thee to flee from these times. The Lord say he daily load us with benefits, man. Psalm 68 and 19. Psalm 55 and 22 say, cast thy burdens upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. So what do we got to worry about? If the Lord said that, do we not believe him? Do we not believe what Yahweh Shema Shah say, man? Jake have no faith, man. And that's why I tell you in Romans 8, let's read this. Romans 8 and 24. It reads, but we got to remember at the end of the day, the Lord gave these 2/3 over to these kind of thoughts, man, to move like this because he don't want them. They just zombies walking around, man. Romans 8 and 24, for we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why do he yet hope for? But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it, man. Jake gotta touch something. They can't just they need to see it. They gotta touch it. That's the only way it's gonna be real to them. But what did the Lord say? What did Yahweh Shah say? This is Matthew 16 and 14, 16 and 4. Matthew 16 and 4 reads, A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. Jake need to see it. They need to touch it. They'll be like, okay, yeah, that's real. We believe in what we see not, man. The Lord said the angels encamp around his men. Psalm 34:7. Do you believe that? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it but the sign of the prophet Jonas. What does this mean? The messengers are out here, man. The prophets is here. If you're looking for a sign, go to your local prophet, man. Your local messenger. They're in the highways and hedges. They're on the unicorn every day. If you're looking for a sign, but they ain't gonna believe it. Yahweh Shah said perfectly, man. A prophet is without except in his own country, man. Jake looking for a sign because they don't have no faith. So I'm gonna close with this. Ecclesiastes 20 and 32 again. Necessary patience and seeking the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me get this. If you don't got this, and this guide is Yahweh Shema Shah. If you don't got this, you are through, man. This is Second Ezra 16. It reads, verse 75. Let's read verse 74. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for power, Yahweh Shema Shai, is your God, and the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. You see, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. So these ones, that's why I said in 2 Ezra 14, right? Let go from the mortal thoughts, man. Cast away the burdens of man. These are the things that's going to destroy 2/3 of our people because they don't have no hope. They need to see hope. They need to see hope before they can believe in it, man. That's Jake in the wilderness. We get crossed after the Lord split parted the waters. We get on the other side of the waters, and these niggas start complaining about food, man. Instantly when you read it. These niggas couldn't wait to get past the waters, man. The moment the Lord let the waters fell down on them devils, on them Egyptians, Jake went to complaining about the food. Where the food at? No faith, no hope, nothing, man. And that's these same Jakes today, man. And Esau pushed this to you, man. Why? Because these niggas is carnal minded, man. They don't have no spirit. The Lord gave it to us, man. These 17 heathen nations don't have a spiritual side. They are carnal flesh people, man. All the way through their hearts is carnal, man. Their mind is filled with, they gotta see it. They gotta touch it to believe it. And that's 2/3 of Jake today, man. And the Lord plainly said, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Why? The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduce of us, man. And these devils know that. They know it. These devils know about the dietary laws. They know. They don't want to create this garbage calendar. They know. They know how the Sabbath come in, man, with the new moon. They know about all this, man. These devils put pork in everything, man, because these is the wicked of the world, man. This is the wicked of this world, man. This is Romans 8. And I'm gonna close with this. Because everything on this screen is carnal mind, man. Carnal minded, man. If you're not applying your mind to this truth, you're gonna die a grievous death, man. Whether you can receive it or not, man. Your clock will stop ticking, man. It's Romans 8 and 5, it reads. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against power, for it is not subject to the law of power, neither indeed can be. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah. Be ye not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of power dwelleth in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of a Mashiach, he is none of his. Period, man. The Lord wants edifying. Gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready concepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the oxen pushing this truth and believing this truth toward the four ends of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the ones who are listening and learning. That's few sisters who are listening and learning. I want to close with this because you see in the hand, you got the brain, and the other hand got the heart, right? This is Jeremiah 17:9. It reads, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways. His ways of what? Where he think his brain is going. And according to the fruit of his doing. Hold on, I got to get this. Salakia. This is Jeremiah 23. I'm sorry, hold on. Bear with me. What is that? This is Jeremiah 20 and verse 7, right? It say, O Yahweh, thou hast deceived me, and I was deceived. Thou art stronger than I, and hast prevailed. I am in derision daily. Everyone mocketh me. O Yahweh, thou hast deceived me, and I was deceived. Two-thirds of Jacob have no clue what's going on, man. The Lord, the Lord is a deceiver, man. I got to get it. Job chapter 12. This is Job 12 in verse uh verse 9. It reads, who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord hath wrought this? In whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind? Doeth not the ear try words, and the mouth taste his meat? With the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days, understanding. Who is the ancient? It's talking about you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, right? With him is wisdom and strength. He have counsel. He have counsel and understanding. With the ancient is wisdom, and in the length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength. He have counsel and understanding. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. That's why I said, what he have made crooked cannot be straight, meaning Esau Edom. They can't repent. It say, behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. What he told us? He told us to return, man. After he broke us down, but he's telling us to return, and vocab and friends can't understand this. He shut up, amen, and there can be no opening. So if it's not meant for Jake to get this truth, they ain't gonna get it. So Kala Yahabashimamashah, if you understand this truth, man, behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. But what he say he's doing in Amos 9:11? He's building the tabernacle of David, and the breaches is closed, man. And vocab and friends can't get in. He shut up, amen, and there can be no opening. He say, tell you that Revelation 3, he say he openeth and shutteth. He opened the door and no man can shut it. He shut up a door and no man can open it, man. And the doors of mercy are still open, Jake. It say, behold, he withholdeth the waters and they dry up. What waters? This truth. He withhold, just like if you want to use physical water on the earth will dry up, right? Without rain, without the dew. This is talking about that wisdom, knowledge, understanding. First and foremost, behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. That's why we was in the valley of dry bones. We ain't know nothing. Also, he sendeth them out and they overturn the earth. And what's going on right now? This truth is overturning the earth, man. This truth is overturning the earth, man. These devils is hot. They can't do nothing against this truth, man. Let's read that again. Behold, he will hold the waters and they dry up. And that's what's going to happen in Jacob's trouble. The famine of the word, Amos 8 and 11. When the famine of the word happened, they're going to be dry here. Ain't going to be no water. Listen, behold, he withholdeth the waters and they dry up. Amos 8 and 11. Famine of the word, man. Jake going to dry up out here, man. It said also, he sendeth them out, what? Descending the waters, and they overturn the earth, man. This truth. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoil and maketh the judges fools. And what we know Esau even to be, they the judges of the earth, and they are what? They are children of fools, yeah, base men. And 2/3 have adapted to these niggas' ways. Hey, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai that he drawed us out of the Esau Edom ways, man, and called us back, man. So, the wife for tuning in. Till next time, I say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba. May Yahweh Shema Shai continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up.